Hello all and welcome back. I'm Sir Squire and today we are going to be drawing a girl based off the Moorish idol Phish. So a little while back I did a poll on my community tab on what kingdom was the best. I also tried to do this on Twitter but there were no results on the Twitter poll. Anyways, you guys voted animals. So after that I rolled between the largest groups of animals to decide which one I'd be basing a character off of. And I got Phish. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to make Phish an interesting thing. I decided to go with the Moorish idol for the design features for this character. And just real quick, I always start out by sketching, but that does not show up on camera. So I decided to skip that part and just go to when I have it all inked, because the inking also doesn't show up very well. So yeah. I don't actually have a name for this character yet. However, I do have some ideas for her story or personality. This character, obviously, by how I drew her face, I was thinking of a very bubbly character, a very happy character. However, I don't think her story would be too happy. I don't know exactly the setting this would be in, obviously, as she's just kind of based off of Phish. But I'm thinking something sadder for her story, but not too sad. Not like all of her family was wiped out or something. Just a slightly sadder story here. But yeah, so that's what I've got for like her personality and her story. It's not much, honestly, and I don't have a name yet. Getting a name from you guys, that would be great. If you have names for this girl, please leave them in the comments, and yeah, that'd be amazing. Now that we've got some stuff about the character, why don't I tell you a little bit about Moorish idols. The Moorish idol is found in the mainly coral reefs in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. They like to eat small plant like algae. Yeah, not very my sort of meal, but you know. They stay in small groups usually, but can sometimes actually be found in larger groups. But interesting. But yeah, that's some facts about the Moorish idol, I guess, in case any of you were interested. Now I guess I can talk about me and my art style a bit. I don't really have a style yet. I just kind of draw based off what I see. For example, for this drawing, I looked at a lot of pictures from Demon Slayer, because that was a style I was trying to emulate a bit. For the colors, though, the coloring is where my style, I think, my sort of, not my style, but my biggest, I enjoy coloring the most, with the markers and the shading part. And, yeah, I try to go for some more simple shading on this drawing, this piece. Sometimes I'll try to do some more complex shading, like some pieces on my Instagram, you may see. But yeah, for this piece, I tried to go simpler because I felt it fit the character more. And yeah, for the color palette, I try to stick to very few colors, mainly when I'm when I'm drawing, and try to make them complement each other as much as I can. This one was easy. I really just grabbed the colors of the Moorish idol and used those. Even for the eyes, you'll notice I could have gone for like a more human eye color, but I decided to stick with the color palette I had and kept the skin white so it didn't feel too clash too much. Even the hair here, I could have again gone for a maybe a more interesting hair color, but I decided to stick in the color palette here. I had a lot of fun doing the sort of fades where it's like whitish to yellow and then like the bluish to lighter blue. I had a lot of fun with those. Black is always the hardest color when I am coloring because it's very hard to shade in black. I mean, there's just one color black. I wish I had more grays, but I don't. So, yeah. For the black, I tried to make it look like it was shiny to give some depth to it. But yeah, that's basically how I do all my art and stuff. Well, not all, but not how I do my art, but that's like the design philosophy here for how to color. And I guess another thing I should talk about is some of the features I changed that maybe wouldn't be normal on a human. I tried to get her more pointy ears to lean more into like a fin idea. It didn't come out exactly how I wanted. Also gave her that one long strand of hair to represent the Moorish idol's little horn thing that goes behind their back. I should have gone it back, I guess, but I think it turned out nice. And I really dig the design and how this turned out. Alright, so if you guys are enjoying this video, it would mean a lot to me if you guys could comment. Just say something about the character, anything you want. Maybe give me some ideas for the backstory, maybe say something like a name, or maybe just comment about my art or my channel in general. It would really mean a lot to me. A lot of people don't comment and they'll leave a like, or that, which is great too. But I think commenting it really is fun for me because I get to see what you guys think, which is always fun when I'm creating a piece. So, like, what do other people think of this, or when I'm making a video? I don't know. I just like comments. So if you did get this far in video and you are enjoying it, please consider commenting. I mean, a subscription would also be really, really cool, and I would love you for that. But yeah, as I try to kill time, just kidding. But yeah, so I guess this piece will be available on my Patreon for download if I ever remember to upload it. Yeah, I do have a Patreon. I also have some merch. I guess this is sort of the promo part of the episode. Sorry about that. Yeah. Guess that's what I have to say about commenting, subscribing, all that stuff that the YouTubers are forced to say, I guess. So yeah. I don't know if this video does fall a bit outside of the normal stuff I do on my channel. I think I'm going to be leaning more into the art and world building side of my channel, but I will be keeping all of the gaming content. Don't worry about that. It's just the world building specifically is something I find very fun, and I have actually started to build a world on the channel, and we'll be doing the videos for the gods as it goes. I guess this is just a little update that anyone who's made it this far in the video gets, that the rest of you are just going to be hit with, which I guess isn't the nicest way to go about this, but yeah. So yeah, I think I'm going more into my art and world building, which will tie into gaming in turn, because I will be using it to make mods, which is always fun for everyone. And the early downloads for those mods will probably be available on my Patreon, along with all the art I do. We are getting very close to that final piece reveal. So yeah, I will just leave you with the music that's been playing in the background now, and then we'll show you the final piece. Here is the finished piece. I actually think it came out very nicely, and as I've said before, if you want to get this piece, it will be available for download. It will be available on my Patreon. So yeah, that's all. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.